Well, let's start with the obvious. Congratulations. You can say that you are qualified to the Tokyo Paralympic Games. How does it feel?
It's been 3 years of uncertainty and not knowing what's happening and things like that. But yeah, it's glad to, like, people always ask, don't they? Like, are you going to Tokyo? And it's like, I don't know. I haven't had the chance yet. But now it feels good to have a set, solid next goal to focus on.
For sure. And can you talk to us? Of course, there is the performance of today that allows you to go, but it's also about the journey, When you think about your journey, you talk about, years in the making to get to this point. What, if you go down memory lane, what do you remember the most? And talk to us a little bit about that journey.
More just being a new sport, there wasn't a clear pathway for it. So we've sort of been making it up as we go along, and then GB Taekwondo being like all over the para side as soon as we could has just helped us. And then getting Andrew as a coach was probably the most instrumental factor in it, because we've got a solid coach day and night whenever we need him, and he's 100% committed, and he's getting us the results that we're trying to achieve.
Can you walk us through a little bit about your fight of today? First round, second round, how did you feel? What did you think was key for you today to be able to pull out the victory?
I think I fought really bad. I didn't perform anywhere near what I could or I have done even before. I feel like I'm a better Taekwondo player than I've ever been, a better athlete than I've ever been. It's just one of those days I wasn't feeling good. It didn't go too well for me. My timing was off, distance was off, but I came away with the wins. And sometimes as an athlete, you've just got to, even on your worst day, you've got to try and find a way to win, even if it's ugly or whatever, but you just got to find a different way to win.
You're going to the Olympics. It's an achievement as an individual, but it's also you're going into Taekwondo history. It's the first time that Taekwondo is going to participate to the Paralympic Games. How do you feel to be a pioneer as well, of a sport, not only individually, but, you're representing a sport there?
I think it's quite, I wouldn't call myself a pioneer, but I think it's cool that I'm not a lifelong martial artist, and I think most people are lifelong martial artists. I mean, I've got a history of martial arts, but most people are in there from very early age, in with their parents who've got a gym, and I'm not that. I've done everything else. I've been all round. I went away from being an athlete, came back to it. So I think it shows that, if anything, you can pick something up later on and give it a good crack, and use your other experiences to propel you in what you've chosen to do.
Amazing. Nick Hope from BBC Sports, you want to go at it?
Certainly do. Thanks and congratulations again, Matt. Huge achievement, and I know this has been one hell of a journey for you, hasn't it? I mean, just looking through here: football, rugby, tennis, golf, jiu-jitsu, other martial arts, javelin, shot put, and now here finally got that place in Taekwondo. When you put all of that together in context, I mean, can you believe it's finally happened at the age of 32?
Yeah, I can. I think it's not that I expected to be able to go, but I knew if I put everything into something, I'd get pretty close. And like I said, for all those other sports and martial arts and things like that have just helped me now. It's like a cumulative effect. And I was trying to qualify for shot put as well, but I had to isolate for the first event that I could have attended, so I had to just sit at home when I couldn't throw shot put last 2 weeks ago. And that isolation obviously disrupted the training for this as well, but yeah, it's just one of them. Yeah, I'm pleased to be here.
And how did you kind of like battle on after coming so close to Rio and the Paralympics there, and then the injury denying you that chance, to battle on, to find a way back and get to the Paralympics, what is now 5 years on, is a huge achievement.
I think it's just, I want to be doing stuff, I want to be learning, I want to be trying new things. So it was more just a redirection of the same focus. It didn't, yeah, it was just carry on, try something else, do something else, enjoy yourself, and only do things that interest you, because that's the only things I ever get good at.
you made history in the sport by becoming Britain's first ever, Taekwondo world champion, be it Taekwondo or Para Taekwondo on the men's side. How much do you want to go and make history now at the Paralympic Games this summer?
Cool. It's just it's an extra thing. It's not my goal to make history, but it's like an extra thing that would be nice to add on top. My goal is to just perform as well as I can perform, no matter what tournament I'm in or whatever I'm doing, and I focus on that more than all that other stuff.
Massive good luck. Huge congratulations again, Matt.
Thanks a lot.
I'm just going to chip in with one last. The guys have covered everything pretty much there, Matt. But you mentioned Andrew Deere there, and of course, Andrew, a top competitor in his own right. What do you feel that he brings to you? Because it's quite obvious to all of us listening here who watched you. You have the champion's mindset. You're not here to take part. You're here to take over, to borrow from the MMA side. But you have that mentality. You want to be the Paralympic champion. That's quite evident. What does the relationship with Andrew Deere involve in terms of the training between now and Tokyo? I know you get a little rest now, but what's the plans?
Well, the first question I'll answer is like what Andrew brings to it. And for me, he brings an atmosphere, a playful, enjoyable, interested atmosphere to training. And his approach to training is a modern approach to training, which includes balance and a total view of everything. All the aspects of life need to be in order to be able to train and perform at the best. And I think he understands that.
Perfect. So obviously from all of us, well done in qualifying. Wish you the very best of luck for Tokyo.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Take care, Matt. Well done, mate.